Hello and welcome to another update video on Ethereum. I'm now here on the shorter time frame chart. Look, in yesterday's video we also covered the larger time frame in which I explained again the overall structure, but I think you all know about it by now because the market hasn't really done anything exciting since the sell-off into the 10th of October low. Now, from that swing low then, we started a recovery, obviously, and it was a three-wave move up. So we said, well, for sure we can start a we can start a larger recovery, but it would have to be in the form of a diagonal pattern, leaving the option for one more low on the table. And don't get me wrong, the option here for one more low remains a viable alternative. But as you probably know if you watched videos over the last few days or if you follow in our members area, well, the price has formed several micro 5-wave movements to the upside. Let me just shift all of this across, and then we'll take a look at the nanostructures. But here time has moved on. That's always an issue with those labels here. Time has moved on. But yeah, the focus here is more on the nanostructures, right? When I look at the daily chart with you guys, that's when we normally look at the bigger picture and everything. Anyway, here we don't need to be so worried about, what's going to happen in 2 weeks. This is a micro pattern analysis. You see that we're now breaking above initial resistance. I can remove this initial resistance area. That was important to confirm further this white scenario, this preferred interpretation. Even though, as I said, it's fragile, it still is fragile, but it is a structure in which we saw 5 waves up here, possibly in wave A of wave A. Wave A of, or it could also be wave A of wave 3. I need to look into this further, but it could be wave A. Then here we had a B wave pullback, and then 5 waves up here, 3 waves down, 5 waves up here, 3 waves down. Maybe this is another 1-2 setup. I don't know. It's possible. We haven't seen many 1-2 setups nested like this in this cycle, so it would be something new. And then the market would, now follow through. And I said yesterday, if we are starting now the next move up, it should be fast. Now it's Sunday. I don't fully trust it on a Sunday. You know how it is. But we also don't want to ignore it. We just go with the flow. And the white wave count doesn't need to be changed at this point, right? Still bullish. Bullish against $3,374 on the larger time frame, right? Because below things are likely starting to break. But in the short term, this here was our micro support area, 3,851 to 3,911. Price reacted there. It was a 1-2 setup. And now looking at this momentum, which is starting to get some quite promising, the nearest key level I can offer is obviously here the Sunday swing low. Yep, the Sunday swing low that formed here at $3,920. So against it, we can watch for higher prices. We now need a break above the next swing highs here, especially $4,110 is the next one. But ultimately, all of this is not so important. What really is important is a break above 4,400. I mean, for me, that's just the most important level here, and we are still quite far away from it. So let's see if we can get there. That would be a first crucial step anyway, but we need to get there, and I expect this to be strong resistance. Yeah, not only because it is where selling volume started to kick in on the 10th of October, so I think the sell barrier there will be quite strong, but also, and I can tell you that without measuring, it's probably around the 100% extension. Okay, that is a bit higher, but the 100% extension is always a strong resistance. But maybe on the local level. Okay, no, it's nothing different. But it's close to the 100% extension. And measured this way, it's the 161.8 extension. It just is likely going to be strong resistance. There are several levels close to this. But we'll see. I mean, if we just go through without issue, then it just confirms further this bullish count that we have on the chart that we're tracking anyway. So that should give you the key support resistance levels as well as the roadmap. Roadmap hasn't really changed, but it's good to see some follow through also across the sector. So I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're interested in further updates. Today, 5 p.m. UTC, we've got our member live session. Every Sunday, we cover like 40 coins or so. You can leave your requests, leave questions, and we're going to go through them. You get the timestamps afterwards, get all sorts of updates in addition to what is already provided. It might be an interesting day with all the momentum coming in. So it's usually great to get prepared for the new week. Also for me, because it's sentiment, yeah. We're going through like 40 coins or so, 40 charts, and it's a really, really good read of market sentiment. Yeah, it's better than any fear and greed index. You get a really good idea of what's going on in the altcoin sector and Bitcoin as well if you have questions about it. So yeah, check it out. Thanks so much. Oh, by the way, also follow us on X for further updates. I'll leave a link for you guys in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.